instances of paranormal phenomena have been reported in this desolate place. Events that may reflect the area's tragic past.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Other Dangerous Podcast, where we talk all things paranormal. I'm Ken James, and this is Jason McKittrick.
Hey, folks.
And if it can haunt, hell, or dwell in the dark, we want to talk about it. And today, we are bringing you more listener stories to chill your bones.
Did you say chills? No, we didn't.
It's a very sunny day. It's nice to be enjoying a sunny day for once with you guys.
Perfect day to hang myself from the tree out front.
So that being said, we are enjoying an outdoor sunny day Miller Highlight Extravaganza episode. We are in the same space once again, and we are here to just read you some spooky tales, guys. Some spooky tales.
Not like. Did you ever watch DuckTales when you were a kid?
Yeah, man.
That kind of was like spooky tales if you think about it.
I mean, there's like a duck robot who's half man, half...
Yeah, but remember they would always go after like treasure, and they'd be like, oh, is this place haunted or whatnot?
Right.
But then it never was, but they always got the treasure.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Well, that theme song rocked hard as shit.
Oh, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
And just
hell
like, when he's like, the danger lurks behind
Oh, dude,
you.
it's a banger.
And then, what to do but grab him? Like he goes, DuckTales, woo.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but I live in Duckburg here all the time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't know where that came from.
It's cool, man. No, Duckburg is, it's the place to be.
I think we all aspire to live in Duckburg and take a swim in our money bin.
Oh, God.
While constantly thwarting the attempts of Flint Heart Glomgold.
Oh, my God. Deep cut. Nice pull. Nice pull, bro. All right, but...
They call me Pull Bro.
Pull, bro? All
Yeah.
right. I like that.
I don't want to explain why.
Yeah. All right, well... I guess if you want to take the lead here, man, on this first story.
I think I should after that bullshit. So, we have the next one. Comes to us from Cindy from Baltimore. I think you're going to like this one. My mom died when I was a pretty young adult. I couldn't get her to answer her phone, so when I went to her house to check on her, and I found her body. My mom's sister and I have always been very close. When she came in town for the funeral, we decided to spend the night at my mother's for a few nights to feel closer to her and be amongst her things.
Always a bad idea.
Always a bad idea. We were sitting in the living room with her cat. When I found her, her cat was curled around her head. Oof, she loved that cat. Yikes. We were talking about her life, and it got a little bit deep. We were both crying and hoping she was at peace. Suddenly, the cat, who was sitting between us, jumped up and started hissing at the fireplace. Then the flue to the fireplace slammed shut really loud and scared the shit out of us. We then heard footsteps above us in the bedroom where she died. It was scary and not comforting for us or the cat. My mom committed suicide and had been really despondent after my dad died. She was also the kind of person who never wanted anyone to feel sorry for her. I think we got too personal about her life and it pissed her off. I had several other uncomfortable moments in her house while cleaning it out. My then 8-year-old son and I were packing boxes and her bedroom door slammed shut. It was a nice day, no windows or anything or doors were open. My son looked at me and asked, "Why is Granny so sad?"
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. See, we usually get nice ghost grannies.
Yeah, we were the nice Ghost Granny podcast for a while.
Yeah, that was like booze and crank granny.
Yeah. What the?
Get the fuck out of my house!
Don't talk about that.
Right.
Yeesh. Oof. Well, thank you, Cindy.
Yeah, Cindy, that's, sorry about your loss, but, holy shit.
Yeah.
Do you guys still have the house? I'd love to know.
Yeah,
I mean,
we'd love to come visit.
You know what? Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
All right. So I'll go to this next one here. This is from Shirley from Melbourne, Australia. Shirley writes, I don't believe in ghosts, but after all, no matter how a ghost story begins, it always hinges on the notion that, come on, of course we believe in ghosts. A few years ago, I moved into a one-bedroom apartment in Melbourne, Australia. It was my first time living on my own. The apartment block had been built in the 1930s. It'd been there for a few months when it came home from work one day and went into the bedroom. I saw something strange. A wooden board which had covered a hole in the ceiling that led to a small attic space lay fractured in 2 pieces on the ground. I examined the pieces. The board was an inch thick, and it would have taken Bruce Lee to break it. I thought the landlord had sent someone to work in the attic. I was frozen stiff with fear. Someone's up there for sure, I thought. I emailed the pictures to the landlord, asking if anyone had been there, with an undertone of annoyance since, she hadn't warned me. Her reply read, "Please call me as soon as you are able to." I called and she explained that her last 2 tenants had the same thing happen. She promised to replace the board, and she did. A month later, I woke up on the night around 4 a.m. My body was covered in goosebumps. I felt like something was rubbing its hand or her hands on me.
Ew. Where?
I don't. Let's see if it gets into that. Everything was silent, but then I heard a dragging sound coming from above my bed. It was as if someone was pulling a sack of potatoes. I froze, convinced someone was up there. There's no way an animal could make that sound. After 5 minutes, I worked up the courage to turn the light on, armed myself with a cricket bat, and walked to the bathroom. Yeah, the cricket bat.
Cricket?
Yeah.
Nobody understands. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. That's when I saw that the new board covering the hole was broken in 2. I felt sick. The dragging sounds had stopped, but I heard something else, whispering. Ooh,
I don't like whispering.
I know you don't. The sound was clear and coming from the attic. It sounded like children's voices. Oh, I don't like children's voices.
No.
I could hear one sentence repeat over and over, "It's your turn, it's your turn." Ew. I switched on every light in the apartment to make it feel normal. Yeah, I know that feeling.
Yeah.
It was 5 a.m. and dark outside. I watched TV to try to unwind. Then a fuse blew. My pet Budgie, Dexter, whom I had kept in the kitchen, usually never made a
what's a
sound at
budgie?
night. I don't know.
Is that a dog?
No, it's some Australian beast. But he started squawking, so it's a bird. Started squawking like he was being strangled. I never heard them.
Some Australian beast. Sorry, God.
No, that's good. I never heard him make that sort of sound or noises. He was screaming. I grabbed my car keys, ran out, and sat in the car and waited until the sun came up. Just left the bird. Said, "Fuck it.
Fuck that bird.
It's dead.
on
It's
its
gone.
own.
Yeah, it's gone." We knew him well. When I saw people walking their dogs, this comforted me enough to go back in. The front door was open, but I figured I've forgotten to close it when I ran out. I went to the kitchen to check Dexter, but he wasn't in his cage. I felt sick again. All my windows were closed, so I looked everywhere inside. When I walked to the bathroom, I heard splashing. Dexter was half drowned in the toilet. I took him out, washed him, and dried him. I was so confused. At 8 a.m., I called the landlord and gave her a watered-down version of the night. "Oh, wow, you heard the whispering too," she said. Oh, I stayed in that apartment for another 18 months. I've heard the whispering on a few occasions, and twice the board covering the hole on the ceiling moved. Although I live elsewhere now, and the landlord recently called. She said that her new tenants had beginning to speak, had begged to speak with me about some of the stuff that's begun to go on for them. Forget it; it's their problem now. Yeah, just like the
Yeah.
ghost was with the bird. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so this makes me think of 2 things right off the bat. One, the pet bird whose head falls off or gets pulled
Dumb
off.
and Dumber?
Yeah. He didn't even have a head. Yeah. Pretty bird. And then it also makes me think of the fucking bird from Scary Movie 2. What the fuck is in this bird scene? Why don't they make that animatronic at Spirit Halloween? The shitting bird. Dude, how much would that sell?
That would sell a lot. It
Could
would.
you imagine if you could like set that up in your front yard? Kids come up trick or treating, you hit the button, and it just they get like
Yeah.
bird shit,
It
just
just
like
shoots.
high powered, like high PSI, just fired at the kids, masks flying off. I don't know.
That'd be good. No, I would
In a
definitely
world.
enjoy that.
Yeah.
In a world where Spirit Halloween is on top of things.
Yeah, that's not been the world for quite a few years.
Right,
now.
right.
Hey, you want some Beetlejuice stuff?
Sure.
Do you want some? I don't know. You want some Spirited Away stuff?
Yeah.
Do you want some
Supernatural.
Supernatural? Do you want some Trick or Treat the movie? Do you
Yeah.
want some Hocus Pocus?
Hocus Pocus is
Do you want
littered.
some the Ghostbusters? Do you want some any franchise that's come out in the last 3 to 5 years?
Yeah. Do you like the Purge movies?
No,
Neither do I.
no.
But they sure do.
I mean, it's fast food horror.
Yeah. True. True that.
Don't at me. It's fucking fast food horror.
It totally is. And not even the good fast food. It's not like a Five Guys. It's
No, it's not. It's not like the ones that's
It's like a Checkers
Ooh, it's not even a Checkers. It's like
because their fries are banging.
Are they? I haven't had Checkers in a long
Checkers fries are
time.
banging.
It's like Taco Bell.
Okay.
You think it's good And you're like, you're eating it. Like, yeah, fucking Taco Bell, man.
Yeah.
Fucking killing it. But then Taco Bell in 2022 is not even Taco Bell of like 2018.
Right.
It's garbage now.
Yeah.
And then you become that bird.
From
Yeah.
You might even become the bird half drowned in the toilet.
I mean,
from Taco Bell.
All right, well, let's get to back to the actual story. What kind of? All right, first of all, ghosts have zero chill. I think we've gone over this. Okay.
Yeah.
What is it about when you die that you have to just pester the new fucking tenants?
Yeah.
It's like I guess it really is true that they don't realize that they're dead.
Maybe, or they're just like, I was just getting used to Dave and Tanya. Who are you with your fucking bird?
They should have the good graces to not die in a place that's going to be re-inhabited by new people every 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, go outside and die.
Right?
Yeah, take a walk and die. You know?
I don't know the rules, but some cranky fucking ghosts.
What are the rules?
Okay.
I
I don't know, buddy. All right. I have no answers for you all the way over in Australia. I just...
Yeah, surely.
instead of a bird, get a drop bear next time.
Right.
Or a shark.
Or one of
what
those
else are they
like,
famous for? Koalas?
kangaroos.
Wallabies.
Wallabies as well. Dingoes that eat babies.
Right.
That old chestnut.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Lizzie from Montgomery, Alabama. She sent us. This isn't so much of a one of her personal stories, but it's. She went to this college, and it has its own legend around it, which is I'm always into that. Lindsay says, "Hey guys, here's a story that I have that dates back to 1910. Any student at Huntington College in Montgomery, Alabama, that's a mouthful, should recognize it. That's because the events that led up to it are said to have actually happened. As the story goes, in 1910, a young woman who was new to the school was known for her love of the color red.
Like the tape that's used to hold your mic in place right now.
Exactly. There's a theme. Sadly, she was also known for being strange, quote unquote, and a loner, quote unquote. I myself am strange and unusual. She had a red wedding dress.
Right.
As the first term got underway, the young woman grew increasingly isolated. Eventually, she took her life by slashing her wrists. Her body was discovered in a red gown drenched in blood.
So this is Lydia.
Yes, but was it a red gown or was the gown white and then it got drenched, right?
Right.
Okay. From then on, students and faculty have been reporting sightings of a young woman dressed all in red. She's appeared all around the college's campus. The figure, dwelling in perpetual isolation, is often cited as a reminder of the importance of being kind to one's peers. Yeah.
Cautionary tale of check up on your neighbor.
Okay. If I went to a college that had like a resident ghost, I would petition that be the fucking mascot for the school.
Oh, yeah.
Like I want to go to a game and have like a fucking like big like foam head version of that fucking thing, like running around,
wailing and just screaming and running. You know?
Yeah, like but she wouldn't be on the side of the stands where like it would be your team. She'd be on the away team, just pestering the fucking people. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be beautiful. All right, we got to make a couple calls here. Get some mascots going, you know. Ghost mascots.
Hey, I'm
Mass ghosts. No.
ghost mascots.
Okay. Ghost mascots.
Ghosties. Wouldn't that be cool if you like legitimately they put out like if colleges started doing this? Hey, what's your resident like awful story that happened? It's like, well, all we have is that time the frat boys ganged up. You know, you can't even. Then it's like, oh, so how does she? Yeah, you know.
I just thought of another E's name that could have gone with that, but we'll go ahead and skip over that one.
Hashtag try not to get canceled in 2022.
Yeah, we try. But that's a good one. I like a good college.
Oh man, all joking aside, how awesome is that? Your college has like, I mean, you know, poor girl. I mean, obviously, but like at the same time, you have a fucking like a legend there.
Yeah.
Like I'd be like, dude, I went to this school. I would petition. I should go back in time.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. How do we? Bill and Ted.
Folks, how do we go back in time?
Something is afoot at the Circle K.
Right.
I passed the Circle K on the way here. Maybe.
You did.
Maybe Rufus is hanging out over there. No.
I don't know, because I feel like all right, we don't have our own band, but we are trying to do a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think there's some kind of like, you know, similarity there? There's the Wild Stallions, we're the Other Dangers.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
There's
And
parallels.
honestly, what problem couldn't we fix? Let's
That's
be
true.
honest.
That's true. That's true. We would just berate and insult something till it works properly.
Yeah.
Right.
Or just ask meaningless questions.
Yeah. Yeah, we get there and we're just pestering Rufus like, got any ghost stories?
Yeah. Hey, Rufus, you travel across all time and space.
Yeah.
Tell us about ghosts. And he
Yeah.
would just be like, oh, there's no ghosts. That's just like a... So what happens is when a time-space continuum
Yeah.
overlaps
And
over...
then
It's
we
like,
just,
I don't want to hear it.
And we just overhand right
Yeah, just-
into oblivion.
Yeah. That's not what I fucking asked.
Yeah, yeah. Tell me about ghosts, fuckhead.
Yeah. Here in Philadelphia.
And now we're that way in Philadelphia. We deal with problems like you differently. Why am I in New York now? Why was I from New York then?
I don't know.
I don't know.
There's no consistency.
Yeah. Fuck it. Fuck it. Anyway, so this one comes to us.
This is a lighthearted episode.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you get us outside with Miller High Lifes. Things go awry. And our allergies are killing us right
Ooh, fuck spring.
now. And that bump of coke I just did. But this one,
His words, not
Yeah,
mine,
no,
folks.
I'm kidding.
Hashtag confirmed.
oh no, hashtag jokes.
Hey, anyone
For
who's
the
listening,
lulz.
if you follow Ken on social media, I want you to give him shit this entire week for being a fucking cokehead.
Oh my god.
Mikey, I know you're going to be first.
Mikey, don't do it. Oh, he's finally gonna quote me. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's right.
yeah,
He doesn't like to
right.
quote you because
Yeah.
how do you quote the unquotable?
Quotable, yeah. Yeah, low blows all day. I'm getting them left and right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So,
All right, I'm not fucking mad. Just
Yeah.
give them the zero face. All right.
a little bit. You insult them a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, so this comes from Ed from Hamden, Connecticut. This is the ghost of Frederick Jordan. I like that name. The real-life ghost story concerns a man named Frederick Jordan who held one of the most lonely and desolate jobs in existence. Jordan was the lighthouse keeper for Penfield Reef Lighthouse off the coast of Fairfield, Connecticut. Some say the sister lighthouse of St. Pete Beach. No one says that.
That's a hidden beach, and only those who know where it is can find it.
I just wanted to say St. Pete Beach for you again.
Fuck Amber Heard.
Yeah. Justice for Johnny. Anyway,
Leave that in.
built in 1874, the lighthouse was primarily a way of warning ships of treacherous hidden reefs responsible for more than its fair share of harbor accidents. In 1916, Frederick Jordan was the head lighthouse keeper. Tragically, he drowned in a boating accident just before Christmas in 1916 when he was caught in a gale while rowing home to see his family. That sucks.
Right before Christmas.
Right, on your way.
He's like getting all ready. It's like it could have turned into the Lighthouse, the movie,
Yeah.
but it didn't. He's like, no, I'm going home for Christmas. I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to see my family. He probably spent all day whittling away something for his son. Look at this little sea captain I made for my kid.
Yeah.
And then the end is just that floating in the surf.
This was originally one of the stories from Isn't It Ironic by Alanis Morissette.
Right.
Mr. Play It Safe was afraid to fly. That's going home.
Is anyone interested in doing this podcast with me from now on? Because I just fired Ken.
Ever since then, lighting and equipment malfunctions in the lighthouse have been blamed on Jordan's spiritual presence. But even more chilling is that the keepers of the Penfield Reef Lighthouse often find the lighthouse logbook open to the day Jordan died. That's cool.
That is cool.
And locals have recounted witnessing an unidentifiable figure appearing on the water to help stray boats find their way to safety near the reef. All right, so there's a cool ghost.
I like that.
I like the watchman, like the helper ghost.
Yeah.
Those are always cool ones.
Yeah, and you know he had a pea coat on.
Right. And
Yeah.
maybe you looked like my ship captain with the Pico's ghost for Halloween costume.
Wait,
that I
didn't we land on that we're gonna both be like sea captains one year?
Yeah, because I want to redo mine and do
Yeah.
it better, and you're going to join me, and we're going to do it together.
Right. I heard there's an ad coming for sea captains.
Yeah. There's a nice app coming out where there's
Two
going to.
salty dogs are gonna have a commercial this
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
Halloween.
Yeah, there's a lot of Halloween stuff in the works coming your way.
A lot of
folks.
irons in the fire over here at Other Dangers. I'm sorry. No, come on. What's better than? I mean, not what's better than, but like you gotta love the classic nautical ghost story.
Right.
It involves a lighthouse.
Yeah.
A death that was like he was full of hope, but just
Yeah, there's something. Even I'll watch like Deadliest Catch.
Yeah.
And I'm still like I'm like the sea.
Yeah.
Like that's why I'm
Oh, the
really
sea's
interested.
terrifying.
Yeah, and that's why I'm really interested in that. I'm like, I wonder how many ghosts these guys have seen. You know, like I want to get an
Yeah.
episode where they like talk about the weird shit they've seen out there.
I'd love
That'd
to
be
get
cool.
together, like, just people who've, spent a significant, like, time at sea. Like, what are some of the weird things they show up? Like, they saw, like, maybe it's not, oh, the drifting ghost
Yeah,
of a girl
right.
in a long dress.
Yeah.
Like, but what kind of weird stuff has occurred? You know what I mean?
Apparently, Rob, my Navy buddy, apparently he's got something that he hasn't sent to us yet, and I'm like, dude,
Rob has a story, and he hasn't sent it yet. How many
Yeah.
years in are we now? Almost
it's like two.
Rob. Dude.
Yeah, I don't know. He's
Can't hang out and can't send in stories.
He wanted to hang out last night. He was already drunk. He's like, "What are you doing? Come over." I'm like, "Bro, I got to do stuff around the apartment."
Tell him to drive down here.
Yeah, right. Come to Tom's River, buddy.
No, man. I always love those ones because it's always like there's that.
Yeah, but you know what? The warning ghost. I always find there's something
Yeah.
very Japanese about that. You know what I
think
mean?
There's just something very human about that.
Right.
I mean, there's always that one where it's like, you have like, oh, there's the harbinger, or just like the you'll hear like those places like, oh, this area, it's prone to hurricanes, but every
Right.
time a big storm's gonna come, old,
Yeah.
Graybeard is seen, and
Yeah.
he, whenever you see him, there's gonna be a bad storm.
They
or
would
something.
they would do that like in like Are You Afraid of the Dark? Like they would see the ghost and be like scared, but then at the end it turns out it's just like saving lives. It's
Yeah.
they would do those kind of twists back then.
I'm
And
just trying to help.
yeah, I really appreciate those. I'm cold.
Oh,
Yeah.
that one, man.
Yeah,
The kid's jacket
yeah,
in
it's
the
tree.
tree.
Yeah, right.
That
right.
one got me. That one.
My buddy Dante, when we were young, he thought he was saying, "I'm a ghost." I'm
Yeah.
like, he was like, "That was so dumb." I'm like, "What do you mean?"
Does he pump gas?
He's like, no, but because the way the kid said it, like, "I'm cold," so he
Yeah.
thought just for some reason, because he was like, "That was so dumb." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like saying, "I'm cold." He's like, "Oh, I thought he was just telling him I'm a ghost."
Right, and then you're like, what do the 5 fingers say to the face?
Yes.
What? like one from down here.
yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
That was a great episode, and dude, they don't make shit like that anymore. They're not
Right.
showing kids ghost stories
No.
with like, oh, this kid died when he was 5 because he
Yeah.
went outside without his fucking coat.
Yeah, maybe listen to your parents.
Where are those now?
No, they're nowhere.
Everything's just horrible cartoons. I don't want to get into this.
Yeah,
Anyway,
we can at the end of the episode.
oh, absolutely we can. Okay, so my next one here is Jill from Grand Rapids, Michigan. This haunting happened in 1972 at a party hosted by the University of Michigan. Another university story. Students living on Ashley Street. So maybe it was a frat house or something.
Ashley Street from What We Do in the Shadows.
Right. A 15-year-old girl who probably had no business being there in the first place suddenly felt a strange, bone-chilling cold, according to the Michigan Daily. Okay, so I think she's sending in her. You can keep this on.
Yeah.
I think she's just sending in a clipping from her hometown.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. I like this.
In an attempt to warm up, she went upstairs because heat rises, we guess. That's when things went really awry. One of the walls of the house started moving, and a black shadow approached the girl. Meanwhile, downstairs, posters were spontaneously popping off the walls and falling into a growing pile on the floor.
What?
So something was taking the posters off of the wall and putting them in a pile in the center of the floor.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Well, maybe it was like horrible movies, like they're like Fast and the Furious down,
It's true.
Garfield 1, 2.
I don't think you'd be able to get the Fast and the Furious poster off the wall though, because ghosts are strong, but nothing's stronger than family.
You're right.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you're welcome. The girl wandered back downstairs where she found herself saying these strange words. Okay, so she goes, "The drugs and addiction were my fault, and I accept responsibility for that, but I was not that way deep down inside."
What?
Yeah, exactly. I'll reread that. The girl wandered back downstairs. This is strange. This is one of the strangest ones we've ever gotten.
Yeah.
The girl wandered back downstairs, where she found herself saying these strange words, okay? "The drugs and addiction were my fault, and I accept responsibility for that, but I was not that way deep down inside. I want to apologize to everyone involved for what I have done." Okay?
All right.
All right. What made these words even stranger was that the girl did not do drugs, let alone have an addiction. I like it.
Yeah.
Her words didn't seem all that strange to the students who lived in the house. Before they moved in, the house had been inhabited by a man with a very serious addiction. The reason he no longer lived there, he had died of a heroin overdose.
Ah.
Has the ghost of Ashley Street made any more appearances? That remains a mystery.
Gotta ask Laszlo and the gang.
Yeah, thanks, Jill. That's a very, I like. This is one of those ones that has that. I don't know. It kind of has like an air of authenticity because it's like those are weird details.
Yeah, right. The things aren't clicking so much so that it's these
Yeah.
occurrences that happen, and like it's like,
Yeah, it's not like, and then at the end they found her shoe, so it must have been her ghost. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
one of those. It's just like those are just
it's
odd.
like this happened, then this happened, then this happened.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah,
Adding up more air, like more air to the haunt or whatever the hell that was.
yeah.
The,
I don't know.
The poltergeist. Remember the
Oh,
yeah.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
That was good. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that.
That's fucking weird, man.
When people are chanting things that they're like when they're possessed, that's always like, huh.
But
You're
the
right.
posters.
The posters is them off the wall into a pile.
It could have been. He could have been like a movie snob. You're actually
Right,
kind of right. Where
right.
he's like, no.
He saw Fast 9, ended it, and that's he overdosed because
yeah.
he was like, why did I do that to myself?
It's true. The only thing that were left up were like 80s classics. It was like
Right.
Batman,
Cobra.
like, yeah. Commando.
Yeah, right. Yep.
Like this was real cinema.
Yeah, and he's there cutting pizza with scissors.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Well, thank you for that one. That's a good one. My last story here.
This is the last one we got in the bucket, pal. This is the bottom of the bucket.
But I also have a personal one. I'm going to
Oh.
update everyone on something that happened to me recently. But before we get into that, James from Alabama.
Go for it.
My Uncle Bill died when I was 4. He and I were incredibly close. He was my favorite, and I was his. I lived in Colorado, but we went down to Alabama for his funeral. I'm 31 now, so I don't remember him actually visiting me, but I do remember telling my mom, Mom, Uncle Bill says it's going to snow. My mom kindly reminded me that Uncle Bill was gone, and we were in Alabama in 1995. It doesn't snow here. Uncle Bill and I got the last laugh when we all woke up the next day and it was snowing in Alabama. Very lightly, but it was there. Yeah, man, I like those ones. I like the little nugget of knowledge from the other side coming through,
Oh yeah, man. You know, those and they're a little heartwarming too. You know, because
Yeah.
it's like it's not all. I'm a suicide victim. Get the fuck out of my apartment. Sometimes you get a loved one who's passed on. Send you a little
little secret, little hidden knowledge.
a little spooky care package, if you will.
Yeah, and like I was saying, my mom's got a ton of them. We definitely are setting that in stone. We're getting her on next time. Jake comes my way. She's got dimes. Like
The Haunting of Sharon James.
Yeah,
That's
the
what we're calling
yeah,
it.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it's going to be awesome.
It is going to be awesome.
Dude, set that up. I
Yeah,
can't wait.
It's going to be like 2 episodes long because we're just going to. It'll probably be the whole visit.
Yeah.
Because we'll just sit there with her, and then my stepdad, he's got some too, so
Yeah.
we'll mix his in there. But
Yeah.
yeah, because he's the newest witness to. Oh, and also cheers.
Cheers. Shots.
Shout out to this new stuff we found at the liquor store. Oof. It's got a kick. But,
Oof.
so here's a little, in keeping up with the haunting of Ken James and Brittany James.
Oh yeah, you told me this the other day. Yeah.
Yeah, I called you immediately after it happened. I was sitting down to switch my shoes, like to take my work shoes off and put on like the flip-flops.
Yeah.
And as I'm sitting on my couch that faces the hallway to the bedroom and bathroom, I see a see-through half person, like from the kind of like the back of their head,
Okay.
and their shoulder, but it disappeared near their legs.
Okay, so when you say see-through, did it have color or was it just?
I couldn't
like-
make out color, but it seemed like it did.
Okay.
Because it was so quick. Because it literally came from the bedroom and went into the wall, going into like the next apartment, like into the wall next to the closet.
Okay.
Like not into the closet, but like directly. You know how my bedroom goes right to that wall, and then
Yeah.
there's the bathroom right there.
Yeah.
Dude, it went right in there, and it was so fast, and like I kept like trying to like blink my eyes to see if like there was something in them.
Yep.
And I couldn't replicate it, and I mean that's the final test,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
no, but like I was like, and Britt was over at her workstation, working with Clay,
doing the damn thing.
doing the damn thing, and I was like, so I just saw a see-through fucking person, and she's like, yeah. She's like, yeah, that's the one I see. She's like, yeah.
When you told me this, I have a theory.
Okay.
Okay, so you live in an historic area.
Sure, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So is there a possibility where they built those apartments, there could have been, basements or cellars there?
Maybe. I mean, because we are underneath.
Right.
Yeah,
So
we're-
could you just be seeing the residual, leftover energy of someone who was just like working or walking
Oh,
in
absolutely.
one of those cellars?
Absolutely.
That was there?
Yeah. Oh, totally. I mean,
That's what when you said it, that's what I thought. I was
Yeah.
like, oh.
because it's just walking through a wall, right?
Yeah.
It's just taking that
Because
path.
your unit is kind of underground, isn't
Yes.
it?
Yes. It
Okay.
is. Yeah, it is underground. Yeah, and there's like 4 units right under the ground, so it's all us 4, and they're all the smallest ones. And like it was just like, and it wasn't one of those ones where I was like super scared. It wasn't like, oh, it was just like, all right, that happened. I
Yeah.
saw that.
Yep.
Okay. It didn't turn around and go like or anything.
Well,
It just
it's one of those, one of those experiences. Like, what do you even do with that?
yeah.
Besides, be like, I don't want to be terrified.
Right. And I could, like, but I couldn't. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't one of. Like, I got like a little like tingle, right?
Yeah,
Because
sure,
I was like,
sure.
huh. I was like, gotta call Jay. Let him know what happened.
And you did.
And I did. And you were like, oh, you lunatic. All right, man. Cool, man.
I never said
No, I know,
lunatic.
I know. But I am. I am.
No, hey man, I dude. If you and I hadn't had personal experiences from time to time, I don't think we'd be doing this.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
But it's so weird that like it keeps happening, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and then I forgot to tell you. It could be that, or it could be something that I forgot that. Are you aware of they call them? It's like a last rites kit.
Mm-hmm.
The crucifix that has.
Yep.
Yeah, I have one right next to my bed that's been used,
okay,
and it was on my dad's wall of my grandparents' house.
okay,
Right.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't used for my grandpa that died there. It wasn't used for my dad that died there. But it was used for someone,
okay.
and I don't know.
Oh, okay.
That's the thing.
How do you know it was used? I'm just
The
asking.
candles are burnt because it has the candles still burnt that are in there
Okay.
to do the last. Like,
Where'd it come from?
I don't know. It's since I was a child. It's been in my dad's bedroom wall, at my grandparents' house.
Interesting.
It used to stand right above his bed, and like I said, since I was a kid, it was on that wall.
Right.
So I don't know when it was used, how old it is.
Well, I mean, I totally see why you would go there. But is this something we've even like discussed before? Haunted objects, is that a possibility?
I don't know.
No, hey, we're just spitballing.
Yeah, I don't know, and it might be. There might be something attached to it. That's all I. Like, who was it? And that was the big question. I remember when I first, because I didn't know what it was. I thought it was just a crucifix, and it was like sentimental. It was in my dad's room.
Yeah, but then you pull it up, and
I was like, wait, this moves.
Yeah.
And I remember going. I was like, what the fuck is this? It's got like a little thing of holy water,
Yeah.
2 candles, and a couple other things in there.
And a map to the treasure.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. The James family treasure.
Yes.
But no, I was just like, wait. And so I had to start Googling what it was. And I'm like, oh, that's it's
Yeah.
almost like an emergency last rites kit. If the priest can't get there in time or doesn't have his stuff,
Yeah.
you're supposed to do that. They're like, oh, they're dying, crap. And
Yeah.
you break it open, and it's
Yeah.
like, okay, which family member? Was it my great-grandma? Was it like my great? I don't know. I don't know who. Was it a second hand? Did my grandpa even know that's what it was? I'm sure he
Right.
did. He was a Catholic. Not a devout one, but he was a Catholic. So I don't know. It's pretty creepy.
No, I like the story, man.
Yeah,
I
next
think
time you come
it's-
up, I'll show it to you.
Yeah. I've seen them before. I know exactly what you're talking about.
You haven't seen this one.
Okay, no, I have not seen that one. Wait, there's another compartment on the side.
Yeah, right.
Wait, I turn it to the side, then diagonally, then up, down, left, right, A, B, start select.
And the blood cut.
And,
yeah.
get over here. And then,
Or no, you open up a side compartment and there's like a map, and all of a sudden you hear, "Good enough for you, it's good enough." Because the Goonies, Cyndi Lauper song. Remember that? All right. He's looking at me with such just a look of, I don't even know what it is. It ain't good. It ain't good.
it's fine.
Nice. We got to get at least one of those in here. Starting the day off right.
Hey, you know
All
what?
right.
I'll leave final judgment to Peter James. Peter,
I'm coming through.
can't argue with that.
Can't argue with it. So
No.
I hate
No,
psychics.
no, Sylvia Brown. I don't care what you have to say.
Well, 'cause
I-
you
I-
could
I-
never be
fine,
wrong.
go ahead.
No, I don't.
See?
I don't
Worthless.
make mistakes like that.
I almost had to get iced tea in here. We're not gonna.
Right.
Get it,
I almost had to get something else in here, but I don't want to say it.
but- oh. Yeah. No.
No FSs this time.
Yeah, no, we don't need those. We got to remember what we got to do before it to prevent it, so we can say it.
Oh, we just have to call on Peter James, which we already did.
Oh, okay. So we can say flaming skulls.
Yeah, but I think we have to like mark our intention. Like, Peter James, we're calling out to you so these hellish things don't get,
I just said it. Nothing happened. So
I think I have to say it.
you know what it is. You're right. Don't say it.
I'm not gonna.
Peter James, we call it to you now today. Protect us from the FSs. Oh,
I'm not.
is that it? Oh no, it's just a big truck.
That's just a douchebag in a lifted truck. Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean,
I'm also. I love it.
Yeah.
Keep us informed.
I will, because and it's so weird that I live in the tiniest apartment, and I'm seeing ghosts. Like, it's happening.
Hey man, there's some people. There's that old theory that it's like they're everywhere.
Right.
And if you're tuned in, you're tuned in.
And it could have something to do with like my anxieties being at their peak in the last few months, where like that could have triggered my abilities.
You never know. You never know, because
Right.
there's some people out there that would say, not that I'm saying this, that would be cause to say that you're not experiencing paranormal
Right.
stuff.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Am I a psychic? I think not. I had a quote iced tea there.
Don't step on his toes. He'll fuck you
I
up.
know.
He'll drive here. He's still alive.
I know. He'll drive here. He'll make me one of the stable of in a stable of hoes.
Wow.
I'll be one of them.
That's a fucking
I'll be like,
badge of honor.
Daddy, don't hit me, Daddy. Don't hit me, Daddy. Iced tea, don't hit me, Daddy.
Oh, I thought you were just pretending to be Amber Heard.
Oh. No, because
That's-
that's Johnny Depp. He goes, don't hit me.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, you're right.
Woo!
Yeah.
All right, before we shit the bed, we're going to wrap this one up. Nice. All right. For this episode of Other Dangerous Podcast, I'm Ken James.
And I'm Jason McKittrick.
And as always, have a spooky evening.
Thank you for listening to Other Dangerous Podcasts. Have you encountered the other dangers? If so, you can email us at otherdangerouspodcast@gmail.com. And if you'd like to have a discussion about the paranormal, you can find us at Other Dangerous Podcast on Facebook and Instagram. There you can find submitted pictures, videos, and artwork from listeners. We are now streaming on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere else podcasts are streamed. And after listening, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can continue to bring you the other dangers.